Hey y'all! How's everyone doing? Is my volume okay? Hi! How you doing, Kiri? Yeah. Are you using any kind of, particular thing for the wiki? Is it on Obsidian Portal or something like that? Yeah, there's a thing called Obsidian Portal, which, I haven't used it for a campaign myself, but some of my GMs have, and it's kind of geared toward, tabletop RPG stuff. That might be kind of a thing to look into. I'm not sure. Depends on, how much stuff you need, I guess. Hey! Wondergals, how you doing?
This time's finished.
Noogie noogie noogie! Yeah, anything should work. Oh! That wasn't what I wanted to happen. Aw, neither was that. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. If I'm gonna keep playing like that. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, come on, guy. There we go. Alright. So remember how, if you were watching last time at least, remember how Gilbert told us the Cathedral Ward was across the Great Bridge? Well, here we are. I'm sure we won't run into any... Oh dear. gameplay's kind of different, but in terms of like the tone and stuff. Hunter bag. And some bullets. Poof. So we got new key item. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many healing church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. Wow! So that beast we fought actually used to be a cleric. And, oh no! There's a gate here! And an unopenable door here! Gilbert! What were you thinking? Yeah, I would say Gascoigne is one of the hardest bosses in the game, like, for when you fight him. Because you don't have a lot of tricks, you don't have, like, much of a chance to get your stats up and, like, do your build up. You don't have a lot of, you don't have the hunter tools, like a lot of fancy weapons or anything. You just, like, you have to know how to play the game.
Yes, I see. But the Great Bridge is the only way to the Cathedral Ward. And during the hunt, the bridge is closed. You could try the aqueduct. There's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful area south of the Great Bridge. From there, an aqueduct leads to the Cathedral Ward. Not a place you'd normally want to visit, but I don't imagine you have much of a choice, do you?
Guess not.
Not a place, not much of it.
Just reiterating what we heard. So, let's actually spend the souls we just got. Excuse me.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you
Excellent.
desire? Very well. Let
Make yourself a little.
farewell, good hunter. May you
Now let's go have some fun. And by fun, I mean fight a pretty tough boss. Thank you. Yeah, welcome. It's good to see ya. It's not good to see this guy. Bye. Stick my arm up at that. I so hope I get the good stuff this time. I didn't get it last time, I was so disappointed. Yes!
That's the good stuff.
What the hell? Where are you alive? That's offensive to me. Don't need those dudes. Hello, Mr. Oh. Human wolf hybrid butcher?
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
Not as soon as you, dog. Get it, dog?
What's the smell? Sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me. It's enough to make a man sick.
It's enough to make a man sick. Aw, come on. Come on, dude. Oh, come on. And that's how we do it. That's one way you can do it. you. I just love the visuals in this game. It looks so pretty. Yeah. I think I figured out what happened to that girl's mom. So what did we get? Oedon tomb key. Key to the gate that blocks the tomb of Oedon. Beyond the tomb, Oedon Chapel can be found in the center of the Cathedral Ward. Only today, the church is abandoned, and some say that the residents of Oedon have all gone mad. A woman's bright red brooch, engraved with the name Viola. Perhaps the jewel is a gift from a hunter. Used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. So yeah, we could eat this, or we can give it back to the little girl, and I haven't really decided which to do yet. And that key lets us get through here. Into this little basement thingy. Library. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. That was charming. Yay, important tool. Blood Gem Workshop Tool. A misplaced workshop tool from the Hunter's Dream. The hunter who retrieves this can fortify weapons by kneading blood gems into them. Blood gems add properties to weapons when used to fortify them, as blood defines an organism. So that's how you install little upgrade gems into your weapons. There you go. What up, Squid Face? And we're officially in Cathedral Ward. Hello, person.
Hmm? Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yharnam's done for, I tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Oedon Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
I
Okay,
know I
suspicious
shouldn't be
guy.
asking you, but if you happen upon someone while hunting, tell them about this here Oedon Chapel. If they seem worth being told, that is. Oh, and I do sincerely hope they are. I know oh.
And yeah, kind of a lot of incense all over the place. So before we go exploring, I got a couple little errands to do. First off... Oh, hi!
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion. Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods.
All but 3.
And the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say? One of the
Town of Beasts. The perfect place for a hunter. So I don't think I got any new blood shards. Let's just pick up my weapons. Did I even? No, I don't have any blood gems. And, oh yeah, you'll notice that underneath my blood echoes, I have another number that's a 9 now. That's my insight. I got one from eating one of these skulls, and usually you get a few from seeing a boss the first time, and then a few more from killing the boss. And pretty much, the more insight you have, the more susceptible you are to frenzy, which is a status ailment we won't be seeing for a while yet. And you can also use it to buy stuff here, like multiplayer items and a few growing array of consumables the more you get through the game, and boss armor. Like you can get Gascoigne's armor here. I'm not going to yet. And then that badge we got from the Cleric beast unlocked some stuff here. There's a hand lantern that's new. I've not really found a lot of reason to use that, so we're not going to spend a third of our souls on that. We got a new weapon, which we're not going to use because I'm never going to have enough strength to, the Kirk Hammer. On the one side, an easily handled silver sword. On the other, a giant obtuse stone weapon characterized by a blunt strike and extreme force of impact. The church takes a heavy-handed merciless stance toward the plague of beasts, an irony not lost upon the wielders of this most symbolic weapon. Oops. And we could use this, the Hunter Chief emblem. It's a cloth emblem that belonged to the captain of the church hunters long ago. Opens the main gate that leads to the round plaza of the Great Cathedral. We could use this to skip Old Yharnam, but I want to show you guys everything, so I want to show you guys Old Yharnam, so I might as well not. The main gate is shut tight on nights of the hunt, and could only be opened from the other side with this emblem. In other words, the captain's return and this emblem determine the end of the hunt. Unfortunately, the hunt's not going to end for a little while yet.
Welcome home. Very well. Farewell, mate.
Let's see. Yep, we're going to stop back at the clinic. Let's see how our friend, the clinic lady, is doing.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them.
Socrates existed?
Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
This lady sounds a little different.
If you find anyone who's still human, send them straight to Yusefka's clinic. You can assure them there's no place safer. Please, do me this service. If you find... Please.
That's it. So why is she asking me to bring people to her when earlier she was saying it was too dangerous? I wonder. Probably wasn't the fastest way to get... Actually, I do remember a quicker way to get to the little girl. By the way, this is kind of a tip that works for both Bloodborne and all three Dark Souls games. If you sprint past enemies, they almost always can't really do shit to you. Oh no! Hope everything's okay. Yeah, that happens to me too. Well, if the power might If the power goes out, then you wouldn't be able to watch, and that would make me sad. Yeah, you kind of have to know where you're going, or else it's kind of a Hail Mary. Oh. And here we go.
Hello, Miss Hunter. Still can't find my mum. Miss Hunter, was it really her? Mummy, Mummy, leave me alone.
Poor kid. Now let's see. There's another stop I want to make. Remember this lady? We couldn't help her earlier, but now we know some safe places to go.
Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. But if you once had got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what will it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
So, spoilers? Sending someone to Yosefka's clinic is basically a death sentence or worse. So we're gonna send her to the chapel.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with. Oh, and trot along. Chop, chop.
Chop, chop. Right? Oh, wait till you see the other guy. There's that guy, and there's another other guy who's even more of an asshole.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I take this, I made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human.
Yay! What a bro. So we're probably not going to be using the flame sprayer much, because I'm not going arcane. But I'll just show you what it does, because I like it. Oh, whoops. Need to actually switch to it. And yeah, it pretty much does what it says. It sprays flame. One second, I think my kitty cat wants to get into my room. Just gonna let her in real quick. I'm back. It was my other cat. He was lonesome. He wanted me to follow him to his to my mom's room for some reason. Let's see. Wait. Alright, time to go check out the Cathedral Ward. Hey, there's the old lady.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yharnam's in is all your fault. You predicty outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type.
Wow, okay, lady.
You.
Talk about gratitude.
Stay away from me. I know all your tricks.
Goodness. So we can't open this yet. And out the front. Lots of statues. Hey guys! So fun fact about these guys, when you first encounter them, like on your first playthrough, they're actually pretty scary because they are hard to stagger with melee weapons and they hit pretty hard, but if you shoot them basically literally almost any time during their attack animation, you can parry them. He was barely winding up. Oh man, those guys are dicks. And this is the gate that we could open if we had the hunter emblem. And here's the wooden shield. A crude wooden shield used by the masses who have arisen to join the hunt. Hunters do not normally employ shields, ineffectual against the strength of the beasts as they tend to be. Shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity. Throwing some shade on those Dark Souls players who turtled. So the shield isn't actually completely useless in this game. I'm not going to be using it much, but it is very effective against guns and projectiles. See? Didn't even visibly start his animation, but I still parried him. Here we got a couple different routes too. Every time, once you know the secret, and here we get some free armor, but we also have to move out the way, or else we get grabbed by the ghoulies. Oh, did I get that guy's loot? Yep. Doot, doot, doot. And here's a new kind of enemy. That's a church giant. They are pretty much what the name implies. They are big, and they take kind of a while to kill with our current stats, so I'm just going to wait till he turns around. Grab some more loot. Bloodstone shards are basically why I'm going over here. Up there's another dead end until we get to the other side of it. Basically one of those openable shortcuts. Watch out for that crow on the left. Yes! Got him. And over here, the monocular. It's not a hunter's tool, but a simple antique. Excuse me, to be used as one sees fit. And if you ever played Dark Souls, that's the spyglass thingy. Pretty much, you can use it to get a telescopic view of your, whatever you aim at. Pretty useful sometimes, but situational. I don't think it's as easy to aim with it as it is in Dark Souls. And this guy's super scary if we wake him up. He can crush us really easily with his ball. It's kind of hard to see coming, but if you walk here, he doesn't wake up. And if you hug the wall here, that guy doesn't notice you either, and you can just kind of walk up to him. Hey dude, don't mind me. Just grabbing some loot. He's like, yeah, whatever. So, trivia? Before I go down there? This up here is kind of hard to see from back here. I don't want to sneak around the guy again. But this is right above the Great Bridge where we fought the Cleric beast. And someone figured out by dropping a one of those shining coins on it and looking for where it shone through. This door here, it always says closed. It remains closed throughout the entire game. I always wondered, what the fuck is this? What's behind this? This is the other side of that little door that was to the left of the portcullis, right after we fought the Cleric beast. So I wonder if maybe that was like a debug thing that developers used to get back and forth through areas quicker or something. Or if it was like planned to be a connection at one point, and then they decided to kind of rearrange things a little. Kind of neat. Like there, you can see it now. Like the Cleric beast would have jumped off of here. And there we go. We got some weapon upgrade mats, and that's nice. That happens sometimes, and I don't know why. And it's a big tower you got up there. Let's go the one way we haven't gone yet. This game is so fucking gorgeous. All the Souls games are gorgeous too. Even the first one on like PS3. Amazing shit. Actually, that's some nice patterned glass up there. Pretty big church. That's even bigger than the cathedral we came from. Let's piss off these guys and kill them. I haven't finished it, but I have played some of it. For like reference for anyone who has, I'm like I've explored some of the temple on the mountain, but I haven't beaten Genichiro yet. For the first time besides the... Well, I don't know if you fight him again, but, like, besides the prologue. Uh-oh. Come on. Finally. Tank bullets with my face. So we're up here in the attic of the church. And we got a little balcony up here. They really do. And this guy was just sitting here while we were, you know, getting assaulted by wolfmen and dogs over there. No problem.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you?
No shit.
I knew it.
Look at all this
That's
blood.
Precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us.
Same voice actor as
discuss the things we've learned.
Solaire, by the way.
Oh,
what a bro!
Very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance. Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Okay.
There must be oodles for us to share.
May the good blood guide your way. That sounds kind of creepy.
Just tell me what piques your interest.
He's a bro.
As you know, the Healing Church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the Cathedral Ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
So, I don't want to spoil why, but I just cannot shake the impression right here that he's just, that, like, he totally knows you're an outsider and he's just, like, humoring you.
Bergenworth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Bergenworth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Bergenworth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Bergenworth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
The renowned university that gave way to a fanatical religion, which eventually declared academic study there to be forbidden. Can't put my finger on it.
I bid you farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the good blood guide your way.
Sure. And I didn't really go inside the church yet, but here's a view. This front door up there. You can hear a guy muttering below us. Nice nice little kind of saint-ish looking thing there. What does lever do? Okay. Find a person who died from too much arcane knowledge up there. That's something you find in a church. Another one! Man, this church sure has a lot of people whose heads explode from being filled with the truth. And a bunch of these kind of veil-looking statues, and a secret staircase to a secret church underneath the church that's also full of statues. And the basement where, oh hi! It's Wolfman. Wow, there's a lot of stairs underneath this church. This is one of those touches I like from this, but also a lot of the Souls games that, like, they really point out, like, how long these areas have been, like, left to get fucked up and just, like, haphazardly built over. And hey, in the sub basement of the other church is yet another church. Okay, let's go use those bloodstone shards I got. So yeah, there's some cathedral action for you. Our old buddy Gehrman left us a note. Guess he's nice that way, I guess. Let's power up our saw. Gonna save the rest of those. for now. And, whoops. Why not get a little extra attack?
Welcome. What it? Very well. Let. Farewell, good maid.
And back to Old Yharnam. So let's see what's outside the bottom church out of all those churches. This town is long abandoned. Hunter is not wanted here. Okay. Let's ignore the hell out of that sign. Huh. That's foreboding. Get it. Yes. Just a little, itemful place back here. This will be a shortcut eventually, but not yet. With a new enemy! These are the wolf ladies. They do that, and they also spit poison. And I got the Hunter's Torch, which might, again, if I were doing Arcane might be useful. A torch formed by wrapping a pine resin-drenched cloth around the end of a young long stick, designed to incinerate beasts and victims touched by the scourge. So unlike the regular torch, you can use that one to attack things, and it's actually not... Well, A, it does fire damage instead of physical, and B, it is not that... It's not very, like, weak. It's, like, power isn't that bad, and also it's a left-hand weapon, like a gun, but it doesn't use any bullets. And it scales with Arcane, so if you're doing, like, for weapons, you might use, like, gemmed ones, because if you put, like, a fire or a lightning or arcane gem or whatever into a weapon that isn't like a flat one, that causes it to scale with arcane instead of like strength or skill or whatever.
Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yharnam, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm to those about. Turn back, for the hunter will face the hunt.
So, yeah, honestly more believable than Priscilla, because, I mean, he did put a sign, and it's not like these guys are coming up into Yharnam, but we're gonna mess with them anyway. this is kind of a neat part. It can be kind of frustrating, but it's kind of unique, because there just aren't like a ton of parts like this control. Another neat thing about the rally mechanic you might have noticed is it works for a few seconds, like after the enemy dies, while they're ragdolling. Back here. Pick up an item. You can, like, not kill him, and you can sort of make friends with him. Conditionally. That is actually my plan.
You are a skilled hunter, adept.
Yura, by the way, is the guy who's talking. He's kind of... It's not that obvious, but he's kind of screaming at us from his tower thingy. Up there. And we could run straight ahead, but instead we're just gonna go fall down here. Hello! And that's a big beast lady. By the way, what I'm doing with this weapon half the time is just doing an attack and then spamming L1. It's actually pretty effective. Which is why I must stop you, is what he said, and I accidentally skipped. And this is where we would come down if we'd gone straight ahead. And that is why we didn't run that way. Oh. I did notice me. Senpai! Yeah, dude has an entire Gatling gun up there, and he is not afraid to fuck you up. If you get caught in a bad place with that, that can stun lock you and just kill you. A lot of the time you can roll out of it. But if you get bad luck, it's bad news bears. I'm always disappointed whenever you can't go upstairs in a game. I always want to know what's up there. And I think that was the only item there. And that door is not valid, so we're just gonna dash. Oh, dick. I'm gonna try and kill this guy because this guy's a bitch.
Oh no!
Luckily he only has like 2 health vials. Oh. He's using the same weapon as me. Oh. And now? Let's see, I don't actually know the whole layout of this area. I just know that A, he can shoot you, and B, you want to go forward and left. And we're into the basement. And it is not hard to get ambushed and overrun by like 4 or 5 of these guys, so I'm gonna try and avoid that. Yeah, if you're careless there, you can get like all of these people just all over you at the same time, and that's not a good time. Yay! That's awesome. Get some gold. Fill up on all those blood vials I used. Have a little blood jam. Stalk a couple wolfmen. Grab the rifle spear, which is more of a shotgun spear, but I love it. Hey. Oh. Oh, double O. Double O. Triple. Triple, not good. The red moon hangs low, and beasts rule the streets. Are we left no other choice than to burn it all to cinders? And we get the Charred Hunter set, which I think has a little bit of lore attached. One of the staple articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop. A product of the scourge of the beast that once plagued Old Yharnam, and culminated in the town's fiery cleansing. The cape's dampness makes it highly resistant to fire. Wearers of this attire hunted down victims of the scourge who survived the raging flames and stench of singed blood. Whoops. Yep, and this is, pretty much the same thing. This isn't where I want to be right now. Because of that. But here we are back here. That was a neat little detour because we got the rifle spear. And now, this place. We have another big-ass church, by the way. Before we go hunting items, we're going to kill stuff, because this is another place where it's ridiculously easy to get overwhelmed. Spooky chanting. So notice how there's no more chanting? Yeah, a whole bunch of guys are buffed. That's what the red eyes mean, and they are all angry at me. And there's another beast down the stairs that does that too, if you don't trigger that one. So, yeah, pretty easy to get killed here if you don't know what's coming. That's all of them. Yep. Just another one in a series of progressively more disturbing churches. We're not done with this one yet, though. Because we got some more loots to get. Climb up this ladder we skipped. And if we ascend further, we could meet Yura and kill him, but we're not going to do that, because I'm going to do something semi-obscure instead. And get up here. Up in the rafters. Grab some loot. Who knows what that guy was doing up in the rafters of the church? Dying of brain poison. And let's see. Let's grab these Molotovs. And let's see if we can make this jump. This one's tricky. Yeah, we got it. We got the Bloody Messenger head bandage. And that accessory adored by naive messengers imitating the bandages of scourge victims, unaware of their meaning. The spatters of blood give it a particularly nice touch. The inhabitants of the stump appear to have an interest in adornment. Why not let them be happy and revel as babes? And that's one of the items you can use to decorate the messengers. They're just total cuties. Let's see. I think we got a couple other things. Even the antidotes got lore in them. Used to treat ashen blood, the baffling sickness that ravaged Old Yharnam long ago. These tablets only provide short-term relief. The ashen blood ailment eventually triggered the spread of the beastly scourge. Huh. Pungent blood cocktail. Mature blood cocktail that releases a pungent odor when thrown that attracts bloodthirsty beasts. A precious tool in sadly short supply. In Yharnam, they produce more blood than alcohol, as the former is the more intoxicating. Wow. And then fire paper tells us coarse paper that applies fire to weapons when rubbed. Since the tragedy that struck Old Yharnam, fire has become a staple in beast hunts and is thought to cleanse impurity. Certain types of beasts have an abnormal fear of flame, and pretty much most beasts in the game are weak to fire. So there's your hint there. And we got some bone marrow ash, additional medium that strengthens quicksilver bullets. According to the workshop, this is a special bone marrow ash collected from Hemwick Charnel Lane. Invaluable to hunters with weak blood tinge who require the use of stronger firearms. I wonder if we'll ever get to see Hemwick Charnel Lane. That sounds like a weird place. And that's all the lore bits. We're caught up on that. So let's fall down and fall down. Walk through the big blood puddle. Accidentally sit down. And get some ritual blood. Material used in the Holy Chalice ritual. One of the basic ingredients used to satiate a Holy Chalice is this incoagulable blood. When all is melted in blood, all is reborn. And now, out the church. Oh, come on. Seriously? Hey. I never noticed those, dragon gargoyle seals up there. Hey, guy! I love being able to see, like, all around different areas and have them, like, make sense at least a little bit, connection-wise. Even Dark Souls 2, that's something that people complain about with that game. But kind of part of the theme of Dark Souls 2 was how, like, information gets lost and distorted through history. So it kind of fits with it that the landscape is also distorted. That's just my opinion. Oh yeah, we got that shortcut there. Now we're just going up here to get a couple items we missed. Oh yeah. I guess the thing is up on the upper floor. But there's a rope you can cut up on the upper platform that, like, lights this beast on fire and kills a shitload of the enemies down here, and it makes it a lot easier to get through. And the reason I didn't do that is because I'm pretty sure it screws over your chances of making friends with Yura. And I want to do that. And we cleared out the church, so we don't have to go back here anyway. YOLO! Uh-oh. Just wanted to kill that little disappeary guy. Those little squirmy guys, by the way, these guys, those are basically your crystal lizards. If you don't kill them, they respawn until you do, and they drop upgrade materials. And this is Wolfland. You got wolves up here. I'm just gonna run into this dead end, because I have lots of confidence. Door we can open from this side. Hello! Aw. Bad timing. Kinda tricky, because that one attack is super slow and easy to parry, but a lot of their attacks come out real fast. Oh, seriously? Don't have time to wait on you. And this place you might recognize from the other balcony over there. Hi, guy! Just some beast blood pellets? That's a new one. Large medicinal pellets, supposedly formed of coagulated beast blood. Banned by the Healing Church due to their unclear origin. Grants a spirit of beasthood. Ripping apart the flesh of one's enemies and being rained upon by their spattering blood invigorates one's sense of beasthood, feeding strength and euphoric feeling alike. Ooh. Rip and tear! Rip and tear your guts! Speaking of guts... Hello! The only time in the entire game that a door gets broken. I am almost positive. Some fire paper is going to be useful. And open up this shortcut. This is just the other side of that thing way back at the beginning. So we got a pretty good shortcut out of that. I am going to come back and fill up on bullets and spend my souls, but after a sec. Whoops. Whew. yay. That was timely. Architecture. And here's that yard we could see from the crow's nest. And yet another church. I think this town may be religious. Yo! Alright, just need to meet for a sec.
It's short. It's 20 seconds. You already fell.
Ah, I see.
The hardest part of the stage was timing the very, very, very ending.
Wow.
You got the one up at the top of the thing.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully that actually muted. Just had to play my Housemates Mario Maker level. It was kind of a clever autoplayer. And now that I got all that stuff... Oh, it's okay, my headset must be broken. It's supposed to have a mute button. Wonder if that's why I lost a viewer. And handy shortcut back to the lamp. Save that for now. I have a lot of shards though. So let's go ahead and mute those. And let's see. gonna stop just a little bit.
Well, good. Very well met.
Okay. Need to check something. Oh, pfft. I hate how the cancel button is also the jump backward else often to your death button. What was I? Oh yeah.
Welcome. Very well met.
Hi! How you doing, Shy? Yeah.
Farewell, good. May you find
Hi.
your worth in.
I'm glad to hear that.
Welcome, what it. Very well. Farewell. Welcome, what? Very well.
Let's pump it up.
Farewell, good. May.
Excuse me. See ya. Ow. That was, goofy. Oh, hey. Hey, guy. And you can summon Alfred to help you with this fight. I frequently do just to get it through with, but I'm gonna try it for real this time. And here's our second optional boss. Ow. I think you can parry that attack. I think I moved Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm, like, amazing. I've played it a lot. And we got the Thumeru Chalice. Ritual Chalice found in the Church of the Good Chalice. Used in a ritual at the Tomb Altar in the Hunter's Dream to break the seal of the old underground labyrinth. Let the chalice reveal the tomb of the gods. Let blood be the hunter's nourishment. And let ye partake in communion. Doesn't sound ominous at all. No siree.
Welcome. What? Very well.
Now I can get at least one out of her.
Farewell, good mate.
And now we're done with Old Yharnam for now. Well, pretty much totally, except for a tiny bit, but... Let's see... Is there anything I'm forgetting? I do want to check on that little girl. I feel pretty bad about, telling her that her mom died the last time we saw her. So let's go check on her. Oops. Sorry about that. See? Fun fact about that pig. Whoops, I even went the wrong way. I didn't even need to kill him. But fun fact about that pig is if you're a coward and you don't charge directly, like, at him, he will charge you and fuck you the hell up. Guess that's not yet. Or I missed it or something. It's Bloodborne. Event flags? Pfft, yeah, whatever. We got them. We're not gonna tell you. So, my first time playing this game, this confused me for like a really long time. Because I was like, well, I killed the blood-starved beast, so where the hell do I go now? If we went back to the gate in the Cathedral Ward, it's still closed. But eventually, eventually they assumed you would go back to Oedon Chapel here.
So that old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
Yay!
If you find any sane survivors, well, send them along to Oedon Chapel, will ya?
Kinda creepy, but a pretty chill dude. And what happened when we killed the beast is, for some inexplicable reason, that caused this door to open. Oops. Hello! So that's a secret that I didn't notice my first time. gets you up on top of the chapel. And it gets us the Formless Oedon rune. And that's a Carol rune, which we don't have the equipment to use yet. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. The Great One, Oedon, lacking form, exists only in voice, and is symbolized by this rune. Those who memorize it enjoy a larger supply of quicksilver bullets. Human or no, the oozing blood is a medium of the highest grade, and the essence of the formless Great One, Oedon. Both Oedon and his inadvertent worshippers surreptitiously seek the precious blood. So, that might tell you kind of a lot about what's going on here, actually. If you are a bit more familiar with Bloodborne's lore. What did I grab? Seriously, what did I just get? Oh yeah. Another decoration for our messengers. The messengers wear their urns filled with incense that wards off beasts on their heads upside down, suggesting a predilection to the dark. I haven't played Dark Souls, I wonder what that means. It's never really explicit, but there's kind of a lot of thematic connections. Here's another part where you can't be a coward. Communion. Also, that sure is a lot of saws hanging up there. Several runes relate to blood, including communion, which raises the maximum number of blood vials one may carry. This rune represents the healing church and its ministers. Blood ministration is, of course, the pursuit of communion. Clearly. YOLO! What'd I tell ya? Sprint like crazy. You gotta weave for the gunman, of course. And yeah, there's another gun guy in here. That's why I was hanging out there. So this is that super big tower that we could see behind Oedon Chapel. Long way down. And we go up here. And here's another little bum rush bit. Hello! Oh, that was good. Seriously? Oh, damn. The sniper guys hurt like a motherfucker. Bye! Oh, thanks. And there's another rotunda. I don't think we've even been there. Is that a place we can go? Nope. That's just some rocks. Sorry, I like sightseeing. The sky and the cosmos are one. The choir. Cosmos. Oh yeah, I think that's a place too. Yep. Oh yeah. There's where you climb up to the cathedral. Just love the design in these games, sorry. And now let's go in the top floor. These are one of those things in this game that like aren't super menacing, but can really mess you up if you're not careful. There's a lot of things in Bloodborne like that, in Souls. Radiant Sword Hunter badge. The Radiant Sword indicates the heirs to the will of Ludwig. These hunters, also known as Holy Blades, are what remains of an ancient line of heroes that date back to a very early age of honor and chivalry. And this is a locked door that we won't be able to pass by until much, much later in the game. But whatever's locked at the top of this tower, behind all these guards, behind all that precious anti-beast incense, must be pretty valuable or important. That's my guess. Okay, and I chased that guy down here. And down here is one of the most annoying places in the whole game. I think I might have talked about this before, but any place in a Souls game where you have to fall down is the bane of my existence. Oh wait. And speaking of the bane of my existence, I'm probably gonna die to this part more than I've died to, like, any enemy or boss so far. Oh shit! Oh my god, first try! It usually takes me 2 or 3. Ooh. And we're in the abandoned old workshop, and doesn't it look familiar? It was just buried down here at the bottom of this tower and left to rot. Overgrown but strangely peaceful. Look at all that. We found a set of dog clothes. Discarded dog clothing, likely a spare for dress-up. A deep love for the dog can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship of this article, and the care with which it was kept. It borderlines on mania, and exudes a slight warmth. Old hunter bone. Oops. The bone of an old hunter whose name is lost. It is said that they were an apprentice to old Gehrman, and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. It is most appropriate that hunters, carriers of the torch who are sustained by the dream, would tease an old art from their remains. By the way, this did not use male pronouns in Japanese, because that's not really a thing in Japanese. But also, this was translated before the DLC was out, and there's some evidence that that probably doesn't refer to a he. Also, I'm pretty sure that's third umbilical cord, and the 1/3 part was kind of an invention. Also known as the cord of the eye. Every infant Great One has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every Great One loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. Used to gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. And there's the doll. But if you look close enough... you can see her finger twitching, just like the one in the the hunter's dream, before he got any insight. Hey, another thing. A small, very ordinary hair ornament. Although it has been lost for quite some time, one can still see signs of the care with which this tasteful ornament was once kept. Its color would stand out most brilliantly against a head of grayish hair. And I think that's about it for stuff we can get here. This kind of a little side area with a few items with actually quite a bit of lore in them. It's almost kind of like a slice of the world was copied and put into the dream, huh?
healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Oedon Chapel.
It's another bit of advice that's kind of weird because Oedon Chapel is, like, as far as is presented otherwise, that, you know, the area where you warp into the to the Cathedral Ward. So you kind of ascend from Oedon Chapel? Oh well.
Ascend from there. You will find the church workshop.
So we found the church workshop and the old workshop and...
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire?
Let's give her a present.
What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel. A yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter, could this be joy?
Oh, she gave us a present too. Silver shining tearstone. Used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. A doll sheds neither blood nor tears, and thus its nature remains unknown. Whoever thinks this is precious must be troubled by severe naivete.
Welcome, what is... Very well, let... Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Okay. Let's go explore the part of that area that we didn't. And maybe meet some interesting guys. And then I might take a break and get some dinner. So to keep going with the game, since we haven't spent 10,000 souls on the Hunter Emblem, we gotta go back here again. Okay, this part isn't so bad. It's still kind of wonky because it's Dark Souls and you're falling down, but it's not as bad. What I like to do is line stuff up on the bottom. Like that. And then sometimes there's like little bits of geometry that stick up out of the narrow poles and screw you up. It's a time. A nice top hat rounds out any Yharnam gentleman. Just another cosmetic item for our messenger kids. And yeah, no, this isn't a secret. This is just how you go through the game. YOLO! So, we could jump down onto that big stack of barrels and stuff, and boxes. That breaks our fall. It also pisses off that guy over there. So, we are just going to... Yeet! And get a free rune. Yes! I accidentally shook my controller and did that. But it was appropriate. A transcription of the roar of a labyrinth beast. The bearer of the beast rune has accentuated temporary transformation effects. Beast is one of the early Caryll runes, as well as one of the first to be deemed forbidden. The discovery of blood entailed the discovery of undesirable beasts. And here we are in a Yharnam alley. And there's a few patrols here. Well worn and losing its shape. Well worn and damp with sweat. Just some Yharnam clothes. Fashion barn. Here's our guys. With a design that I don't think shows up in a lot of other places now that I think about it. And there are the other guys. Don't want to approach them there though. Because of that guy. Did not realize I patrolled that far. Oh well. lantern.
A night of curses. A night to remember. Will you say, friend?
Okay. That's all she has to say. Nope. Not yet. Here's another new enemy. A real asshole. That was Squidhead. Or there's some other name for him, but he's Squidhead. And I got a very nice gemstone for it. Even nicer if I was doing arcane, but very nice. And those guys, if you saw the like blue kind of fireball things he was shooting, if those hit you, they stun you for like a ridiculously long amount of time. And then he grabs you and sucks out some of your brains, and you lose some insight and take damage. And I just skipped that little plaza there because it was just a snatcher and oh, what the hell is it called? Oh, another Madman Skull. So here, from this little alcove, this pops us out behind this gate we can open. And this is the Hunter Emblem gate. Something else that's cool, as you kind of saw just now, while you're doing a visceral attack, you have complete iframes. Took advantage of that to avoid the one guy's attack. Okay. Well, I'm getting a little hungry. And we're at kind of a good stopping point, because the next thing we gotta do is explore the rest of Cathedral Ward. So I am going to go down here real quick. Oh, dick! So here's another thing that changes when you kill Bloodstarved Beast, is these guys appear. And I am going to use a particular strategy with this guy, which is to get punched in the face and killed. So the first time you get killed by a snatcher, kind of reminds me of in Dark Souls 1, where Seath captures you and locks you in a cage and ties your soul to a bonfire there so you can't get out right away. Except there's none of that other stuff there. You just kind of leave you there. And now we're in Yahargul, the unseen village. Madmen toil surreptitiously in rituals to beckon the moon, uncover their secrets.
Oh, merciful God, help me. In the name of the healing church, cleanse us of this horrible dream. Oh, please leave me be. Don't take me, please. Oh, please, dear God.
I'll come back for her. Oh shit. Well, I guess that guy got sick of me. I was totally ready to fight him. That's creepy. Oh, yet another weird church, by the way. Nightmarish rituals crave a newborn. Find one and silence its harrowing cry. Okay, little creepy. So, I think I'm gonna hop off for now. Gonna get some, dinner. I'm just gonna go grab those souls I lost real quick. Thank you everybody for watching. I love all y'all. Please follow me if you'd like, and if you want to see more of this. My coffee is up in my profile. If you can spare anything, awesome. If not, that's totally fine. It's not like I'm not starving or anything, but you know, any tiny bit will help me do more of this and make other content. So thank you so much. And yep, here we go. Blood echoes retrieved. And that's it for now. Thank you, everybody. I love you.